Wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is gonna be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional. Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Tyler Perry episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing his new movie of some sort, Mea Culpa, on Netflix. And what did we watch and why did we watch it is what we want to discuss. We shall be talking about positives, and then we'll get into the silliness. One of them there's a lot of. But we're getting into that, but we're going to start with positives. So, team, does anyone have positive things to say?
Hey, Chris.
I would say Mia's gay friend who's the special investigator.
Jimmy?
He was good. What's his name?
Jimmy.
Yeah, he was good. I actually like him. I think he's pretty dope in pretty much everything I've seen. Good looking cast. That's a Tyler Perry thing. That yeah. They always got to be good looking. So put a pause on that one.
All right. So after we come back to you, you want us to come back to you?
Yeah. I love anytime I see Kelly Rowland getting like work like this. I give it a thumbs up.
All right. Okay. All right. So something else, a couple other things went up.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. I'm holding back on it. I'm holding back.
It's like he didn't. Anyway. Kim, what do you got? What did you enjoy about this movie?
Let's see. Kelly Rowland, beautiful. Her acting is improving every time I see her, which is wonderful. So she's learning her craft. The fashion was wonderful. Everybody was very nice looking. Cinematography was good. Let's see what else. I think the story was going. I thought it was going in the right direction, but then it took a wrong turn. So the beginning of the story was good, right? They're going through counseling, they're trying to work it out.
Okay.
But then she's got this nightmare of a mother-in-law, which is very common, right? Okay. So I thought that was pretty good to the story, right? Okay. But then it took a turn.
All right. Okay.
And I was like, what? So anywho, but yeah, so my positives are it started pretty well.
Okay. How it ends is something different. But it started off pretty well. Not to be repetitive. Mea Culpa. I'm gonna start with the title. I like the fact that Kelly Rowland's name was Mia. I like how the good word play there. I didn't personally see that coming. I like that. I felt that the movie was esque of a Basic Instinct, Body of Evidence. Madonna did her own version of Body of Evidence, which was bad, but it was like that kind of like sexy drama murder mystery thing. I felt like that's what he was going for. And moth to a flame type of thing, and laid that groundwork pretty well. Of a 2-hour movie. I didn't think it was going to take till an hour plus before the sex actually happened. I was like, I thought that was actually part of the story, but I was like, you could see it coming, right? Like as soon as she met Zaire, she clearly was like, hey, draws, like, but it took something. I was like, oh, they're definitely gonna be fucking. So I was like, okay, so why y'all still dressed? Like, what are we doing right now? But I was like, come on, because the rest of this stuff, I don't know what we're doing. But I was like, actors I haven't seen in a while. We do a lot of Tyler Perry stuff here. I was happy to see actors from the Have and Have Nots. Her brother-in-law was Charles on Have and Have Nots. He played Obama-esque character running for president, and in this, he's running for mayor. I was happy to see him. I was happy to see Veronica Harrington back again, still playing the feisty businesswoman that she is, saying "fuck the world." So she's very consistent how I saw her last time I saw her. So I was happy with that dialogue. Again, for us who reviewed 3 Tyler Perry properties, and we say the same thing, like repetitive dialogue, like stop it, Mr. Perry. Like the dialogue was good. Like it got us from point A to point B. Like I couldn't even believe Tyler Perry wrote it. Like I was like, the dialogue was far better than some of the other stuff we see. Production, you watch the stuff we watch, Chris. I promise you. And so yeah, it was definitely a step above what he usually gives us, the kind of stuff we usually watch him in. So I was happy with that. The surprise, I was like the fact that the whole family, it was a whole family effort. I knew Mississippi, and that's how I'm gonna call her. I knew Mississippi. Crooked letter. I was like, I knew she was fucking that dude because she bought the 2 paintings. It took a while, but we got there. And then, like, with the whole mama was involved and that kind of stuff, I was like, oh, okay. And then the mother-in-law was so fucking crazy. I was like, she's gonna end up dead, and this is gonna be like, oh, Kelly Rowland is framed for her murder, and she didn't do it, but she should have.
That would have been good.
That's what they gave us. That's what they laid the groundwork for her ending up dead around 45 minutes into this shit. Yeah. And you're like, when you bring my husband's ex-girlfriend to your birthday dinner, you're being murdered, bitch.
Yeah.
Like you ain't living too much past this. Fuck cancer. Like you dying, right? So so it was twists and turns that they could have used. It was potential. It was potential. The sex scene, I would say the sex scene was solid.
Really?
I felt okay, not her first with her husband. What she did, the painting thing. I like. Listen, hear me out, right? This is a rewrite. As we do here, right?
Okay.
Since they focus so much on Zaire's sexual history for some reason, didn't make any sense, right? When he and Kelly finally fucked, and it's on with the paint, right? And it's like, I was like, if this movie would have been that's his thing, he makes art out of love and out of sex. Like all his paintings are just murals of him fucking some woman, and then she ends up being one to win. And then like that's a paint. So you see why the sexual thing is constantly being brought up, and similar to Body of Evidence where she was the weapon and that kind of thing. Like it was something, and I was like, I thought they were gonna use that. And it's like now they were just fucking on paint, and that meant nothing. And I was like, okay. So I thought it was,
and she was fully clothed. Well, not fully clothed. She had on lingerie.
And then she had the paint on in certain places that they were like. So I was like, she purposely was like, I'm there, but I'm not. What's up, Chris? What you
got? I paid attention. They actually blurred a portion out too, because I just happened to be looking, and there was an area where I was like, they actually used they blurred portion of her body.
Oh yeah.
So when the paint, I was like, huh. I was like,
when the paint wasn't there, when she got up out of bed after that terrible sex scene with her husband, and then she just got out of bed, like I was like, she definitely naked, but they blurred that butt out there, like you see it, but you don't see it. Yeah. And I was like, damn, BET Plus, why are you not here? And I was like, darn it. I was like, but anyway,
it's Kelly Rowland, so we're not gonna get.
I didn't think we were going to get as much as we did, to be real. I didn't think we were going to get as much as we did. I saw it quite a bit. I saw it more than I thought I was going to.
I was a little surprised she did this myself.
Right, Chris?
Yeah.
You were like...
But for her, it kind of is not as bad as seeing Chloe Bailey and with her ass all out in Swarm. Maybe not on that level, but I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, damn.
Wait, what?
I didn't think it was Chloe either. When we saw Swarm that first 5 minutes when she was being fucked by Franklin Saint.
Yeah, Kim, you didn't see Swarm? You didn't see the movie? Oh, the show?
No, I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
Oh,
the first episode was yeah. Oh, yeah, the internet went nuts. The internet went nuts.
Whoa. I was like,
now I gotta go watch it.
You gotta just watch the first 5 minutes. It's
the first 5 minutes. There you go. That's a good point.
And you're like, I was like, I thought that was a body double. It was so real. I was like,
it was her. It was her and Franklin from Snowfall. Her and Franklin. Yeah.
Franklin was out. Franklin was ass out. Just getting.
I want to say that is probably the thing that kind of maybe attracted Lori Harvey into like, damn. this Idris dude.
I was like,
You know
all
what I mean?
right,
All
all
right.
right.
FYI, they broke up. So
Oh, did they?
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Nah,
He's like,
next
damn,
time.
it was just for TV. It was.
It was a good movie, but the plot twist at the end was a chess move.
Wait, what did you just say?
Yeah,
What's the first part you just say?
this was a good move.
Tracy.
Wait. The paint scene was my favorite. So I like we both agree. So at least Tracy and I agree on something. So I was like, it's again, it was not a build up, and then like the movie was okay. Again, but of course, Jamani, our resident legal expert, completely unrealistic. No body, no case. I was like, this is, damn it.
But there was
like,
no body. Like, but there was somehow there was like skull fragments. So my thing is, whose skull fragment was it? What? If it wasn't her.
Let's get in.
And then did she just have infusions and y'all just took like she was just donating blood and then who? So many questions, but I know
it's questions. It's questions on top of questions.
There are tons of questions because it doesn't.
I caught that the whole time. I was like, they either better talk about the black daddy being dead or that we better see him. And when they didn't do that, I was like, they did not make it where that white woman is with a black daddy, and he just not in the picture. I was like, they just did not. I was like, they did it, but they did it.
Hey, Chris,
daddies are not necessary. Remember.
But you know what? But now it makes sense because you know what? Now it makes sense why that mother did not like the women that they were with, because you notice he wanted her to be with that. She wanted her son to be with that light skinned girl. She's like, probably got a white mama. Yeah, go with that girl. Go with that girl. But Mississippi, Crooked Letter, and Kelly Rowland. Ooh, yo, they too chocolate. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Yo, because she got PTSD with being a black dude. That's the only thing I can think of.
We have no idea where the black daddy even came from. She could have adopted those two kids. I mean, this could have been different strokes. We don't even fucking know. This could be Webster.
So? To be honest, that's what I thought. I thought that they were adopted.
I thought Charles from the Have-Nots was the daddy, or at least the boyfriend, because the way he was sitting next to her, I didn't know who he was until we got into it. I was like, oh, that's the brother. And then I thought he was gay. Because I was like, oh, Mississippi is his wife? Like, I was confused.
Is this the Black Hamptons? What are we doing?
I was like, what is happening? I was very confused. Another vehicle of Tyler Perry to work out his mommy issues. Yeah, you're right, Jamani. And like legally, anyway. We also got, this was not a good movie. It was obvious to the girl would be alive. So again,
thank you, Dante.
Is that what we're going for? That was actually her? And then what? As Chris pointed out, what happened to the brain fragments? Like, that's a lot. Like, what? The skull fragments were supposed to be Heidi, but Mia found her alive in the Dominican Republic.
That's what we're saying.
But that's public record.
Brain fragments. Like, was it tested for DNA?
Yeah,
or are they just assuming it was her?
Right. No, but there was no explanation. But there was no explanation how, like, if they went to a morgue. Here's the deal, Tracy. If they would have said something about like, oh, like how we did it, we went to a morgue and we grabbed. They didn't do none of that, Tracy. They didn't do any of that. But apparently, this was like common knowledge, right? That everything the defense and everyone, that Kelly Rowland, who was this big time defense attorney, knew that there was skull fragments there. So it's not like they just said it. It apparently was actual evidence. It's something that was actually there. So it's like, so whose skull was it? Maybe if Heidi, maybe we saw like a big old scar or something. Like they stitched her up. Something.
It was nothing.
But again, hold up. But okay.
And let's talk about how random. She just happened, like her investigator is so great, but it was her doing a little jog in the DR. Oh my God.
Hey,
I know you. Chris,
I saw a photo album of you maybe months ago. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's you. I was like, stop it.
But you know what? But let's talk about how she obviously didn't get paid a whole lot from the brother and the mother, right? Because she's now working. She's still like cleaning hotels.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sorry, I'm like, you know what I mean. They had her cleaning hotels. That's where Kelly Rowland ran into her, right? So I'm sorry, I would have taken my ass back to America. They're like, yo, y'all ain't paying me enough for this to fake my own death or whatever. Like what you know.
So it didn't make sense. Whose body was it that the brother-in-law killed in Zaire's loft since Heidi was alive? None of this gets talked about.
I have no idea.
No. None of it was explained. Nothing.
45 minutes into a murder mystery movie, I don't even understand the murder. Motive means an opportunity. If he killed his girlfriend, who I didn't even know her name until about an hour into this damn thing, why did he? What is the working theory? Why did he kill her? When did he kill her? How did he kill her? What, I mean, like, you cannot, no body, no case. You can't arrest this dude, and you can't even prove she's dead. Like, none of this makes sense, dude. I'm like, it's hurting me. I'm like, how did y'all get here?
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, it's just that's
you can't. There's nothing you can to explain this. And then her random ass be at the resort. I'm like, so again, what is the actual story? So lawyer finds out, DA finds out that Mississippi is fucking the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then then the DA, the artist's girlfriend, okay, and the brother and the mom say, we're gonna fake your death and send him to jail for murdering you. What the bone fragments came, whatever. They did all of that, and like you said, paid for her to go to another country, just to get her there,
just to clean some rooms anyway.
Which is the same place that Zaire said he wanted to take Kelly Rowland. He was like, let's go to Dominican Republic. I thought they were in on it together. So I'm like, what? And then he pleads guilty?
Can we just talk about how crazy it is that he did all this to become mayor? Like, people don't do background checks on none of this stuff. Like, even your mother having cancer, for one, okay? You know what I mean? All of this. I did find it kind of really weird, and this is where I do think Tyler Perry sometimes just makes he makes all his male characters cheaters, and all the women characters just idiots who just fall for stuff. You know what I mean? Which is one thing I always get tired of Tyler Perry depicting when it comes to his characters, especially for the women, especially when you put women as far as like the actual lead. And that's what he did with Kelly's character, because essentially, like one scene we see that his mother's dying of cancer, she's wearing the whole thing, she's doing chemo. And then I remember, like, the next scene, she had like her full hair and she's like, I'm like, I thought she was supposed to be dying in a few days.
Yes.
Did they say that wrong? She's dying in a few days. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, isn't she supposed to like play up the whole stage 4 cancer thing? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, well, I guess they're basically saying Kelly Rowland's character is just a dumbass. And then she just can't even figure it out, even though she's a defense attorney. I was like, oh, wait, no, that's just what Tyler Perry does. Like, why? Why do you do that?
It doesn't make sense. And then so then you got Magnum PI here who's like, yo, I got a photo of your husband entering a hotel room with a woman he may or may not have been fucking. And I don't check to see who rented the room. Or
I didn't get that either, David. I thought if you're gonna go ahead and sleep with Zaire, right? Is that his name? I think Zaire, right?
It's
anyway, the painter, right? The painter,
yeah, the painter. If you're gonna sleep with him, please make sure that you've looked at the credit card statement online to see that he rents the hotel.
Yes.
Or how about that? How about you go to the hotel?
Yes.
And you say, I'm his wife. Can you let me up? You go upstairs and boom, they're in the room, they're fucking, and you move on, right? She did none of that. And then also, but Jimmy was irresponsible with that one, I believe, because he didn't fully investigate that.
Yeah,
he didn't.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would say this though. To Jimmy's credit, he at least admitted that he fucked up.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
But it was after the fact, Chris.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's like, I don't know. I guess that was one of the reasons why Jimmy was the only character I was like kind of cool with. But there's certain things I'm like, okay, now he finds out that homegirl didn't have cancer, and now that her best friend also has been also sleeping with Zaire. On top of the fact that they're keeping the paintings in the house and whatnot. If you were so upset, why are the paintings still in your house, my dude? Like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, it's like, oh crap! Like, did you? It was like a cuckold thing where it's just like you just like oh, like it gets you off or something. Like someone's fucking your wife. I don't understand. I just don't get. And where were the kids that they kept saying? Where's
wait.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. I'm sorry.
All right, no, they were there. One time they were.
Where? I don't remember.
When they were having family dinner without Mississippi, Mississippi was on the phone and the kids were in front of her, a boy and a girl.
I don't
really.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what? Are you talking about the beginning?
I'm looking at it now. I gotta go.
No, later on in the movie, when she comes home, when Kelly comes home and sees her husband, the brother-in-law, and the mom, and they're like, "Hey, we decided we're having family dinner," and she's like forced to sit down with them. I'm like, "Where's Mississippi?" Mississippi calls and she's at home with the two kids, a little boy and a little girl. Now she don't talk to them, but they're in the room.
Oh.
They are in the room.
You
only see them once.
It's when the mom is cooking and she made the lamb chops.
I think so. Yeah, like I said, when they were having.
She has on like a
thing on. I said, I want to say it was like again. I felt it was the family dinner scene. So I was like, "Where's Kelly?" And excuse me, where's Mississippi? And so that was the one scene. That was the one scene that they were actually in.
Okay. So all right, I'll give them that then. I guess.
Because I was you know how I feel about Tyler Perry and those kids because he never pops them up. Yeah. What made the PI even think about checking in, breaking HIPAA laws to get the mother-in-law's medical records?
True.
Why?
True.
Why? Like, what did this have to do? Does paint get into your nether regions during sex? So let's talk about this. So then, no, Stacey said something similar to that effect. But let's talk about this, right? So then Kelly comes and finds Zaire knee deep in some white girl. So, and it like no name, no context, just getting his dick sucked and fuck. And clearly she's like, that should be me. Like clearly she was like, why am I not there? Then she gets the text message, comes back, and she's like, now it's my turn. So I thought she was gonna be like, I get the front, you get the back, and then like, no, white girl just gets up. And I'm like, where are you going? And then you don't.
It's like your turn. It's like tag team.
It's like tag team. Yep.
I'm like, clean it or something. Like, do like.
David, I thought the same thing. I was like, so there is no condom, no clean your area. You're just gonna stick your penis into the next woman. There's no wipes, no baby wipes, no.
Kim, for on his side, I can understand how someone who's that much of a whore.
This is her fault. This is her fault.
No, I don't want to say it's on her.
It's on her.
Let me tell you why. I know, Kim. I see your face. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. What I'm trying to say is, him being the dog that he is, he don't give a shit what hole he puts in and if it's clean or what not clean. Yeah. Her though, she knows how filthy this nigga is. You know what I mean? Yes. How crazy he is. How the hell is she just going to just be like, I don't know? And then literally after you saw her riding him, the white girl riding her, all of a sudden you'd be like, my turn. And then just like, bruh, dude. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, to your point, not like, he's filthy or whatever, but she should have known that he's filthy.
Yeah.
And she just didn't do anything about it.
Like she actually saw
that's what I'm saying.
And it's like
I thought she was gonna take care of herself. That's what I thought. I thought she was gonna come back and be like, like why they're doing it. And I thought that was how that was gonna work out. But she's like, nah, my turn. And I was like, this don't
I thought that too, David. I thought she was gonna be at the door or something, touching herself or something. I just thought it was gonna be something like that.
Hey,
or in the bathtub.
Let me ask y'all something. How many houses have an elevator that only works from the outside?
She's like normal. That's not normal. It's a loft apartment, and they usually you can just press the button inside of the elevator and go up and down. So I don't know. Maybe because he's so kinky, maybe he traps women in.
Maybe that's an emergency brake.
Maybe it's bad writing because she could have just got out and walked down the stairs the way Jimmy did. Because he said, quote, this elevator is creepy. Let me walk. And then I thought, okay, Tyler Perry, we all grew up watching Fatal Attraction. so they're gonna be fucking in that freight elevator because I remember that. I was like,
do you know what I thought? I thought that her and Jimmy had something.
Yeah.
I did. I said,
well, they were
oh,
going to
maybe
get together
somebody
at least.
was
Like
with
they were
Jimmy.
going to be the couple. Like they were going to be the couple in the end. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like all it's and again. Let's back all this way up.
Jimmy's
Why
dead.
is Kelly with this piece of shit
No, Jimmy the
anyway?
detective.
Jimmy,
I mean,
the PI.
the private eye.
No, isn't he gay? Because didn't he say so? There was a line he said it was to Zaire said something like in defiance and he said, "Ooh, I like that" or something like that. Jimmy like to
No, he's not.
to
He's
allude
not
that
gay.
he was gay.
He's
No,
not
he
gay.
wasn't.
He's not
Oh,
gay.
wait. For his sake, I hope he's gay. And the reason why I say that is because why they always do this, where it's like that one really good opposite gendered friend, whatever, who's like, you know, you're my besties, right? Because I don't know, I okay, fine, damn that.
Because
that
do
seems a few
you
things.
believe that women and men cannot just be friends?
And the Tyler Perry movie, no.
Well, to Chris's point, he is big on LGBTQ representation. So the fact that the brother wasn't gay, I thought maybe Jimmy could have been gay. To your point, Chris, but I felt that he was straight. I felt like he was straight. I mean, like I said, maybe there was something there. There could have been something there, but they didn't. But he would have made that very clear. Like Tyler Perry don't hide that kind of shit. Like he would have made that very clear in his stuff. How did she get a replacement phone so fast in the DR? How did she get sprayed?
Wasn't that weird though? Yeah, I thought that was weird too, blatant truth, because I was like, they just showed that the phone was destroyed, right? The mother like put her knee on it, right? Yes. And then she was coming out of the police station. She had a brand new phone. I was like, what? Like,
wait. How did she get sprayed in the face with Windex and then she falls down? And she's like,
well, Windex is ammonia, David.
She was like, I can't chase you. Like, you can't be. And then you need Jimmy. You need Jimmy to come from another country to find this bitch. Like, she works at the hotel. Just be like, hey, girl right there, I need to know where she lives. She's a suspect. She may be a suspect in a framed murder. Like, again, motive means an opportunity. When did she get killed? On Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Where were you on Tuesday at 5 o'clock? That's basic shit. That is like you were. Honestly, I was not
they
there.
Didn't really. When she was laying out the case, they went into it, but they didn't really go into it. If you know what I'm saying, they just kind of stepped all over stuff, said a couple of things, and then I was like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. Like,
I was to your point. I was hoping to see some courtroom stuff, and he just took the easy route, where it was just like read some lines, and that was it. But then it also made it. But then the fact that you make her an attorney made certain things not make any even more sense. Like you find this missing girl, and the first thing you're not going to call is your actual team, because you don't ever work solo, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Your first phone call is like, oh, not my team to investigate this. Oh no, it is my brother-in-law who just happens to be the prosecutor. Like, no, that's not how that works. And you know this nigga don't like you. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you making her dumb? Why are you just making her character dumb? Doing all these stupid stuff.
I didn't understand why the mother and the brother-in-law hated her so much.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, did she sleep with Jimmy or did she sleep with another guy? Like, what did she do? No.
Skin complexion. I'm telling you, skin complexion.
He was like, I mean, he was a drug addict. He lost his job because he was a drug addict. You're selling like pianos,
which we never saw,
to get your mother a watch.
What piano thing? What? I thought that was going to come back. I just knew because doesn't Kelly Rowland play piano, right? For real? Like, doesn't she legit? I mean, I know obviously I know she's singing, but like I just knew the fact that they showed that this man Zaire had a piano in there, and she's like, I don't play anymore. I'm like, oh, that's coming back.
Yeah.
It's just I'm like, oh wow, y'all just decided to just waste that whole thing, right? Just the whole dialogue on that and selling the piano for Rolex and all that stuff. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. But then my thing is, like, if all you guys are in on it with the whole like knowing that she doesn't have cancer, and you still spent a shitload of money on that damn watch, the whole, like, you know what I mean? That was another thing I could not stand about that character, about the husband, was that he was so weak, right? All right, you lost your job. Okay, fine. Yeah, people F up at work. I understand that. Fine. All right. And you get upset that your woman's taking care of you. my nigga, you are not looking for another job. Instead, you're playing video games.
Yes.
You're playing video games,
Yep.
and then on that, you're playing video games with like this girl that you know your wife is like kind of sus on. Like, no, dude, like it was just so many like.
Wasn't the girl he was playing the video game the same girl that was in the beginning?
Yes.
And I'm like,
That was
didn't
mentioned.
you date her?
That was mentioned. He used to. They were friends, but they were holding hands, and that never got resolved. What actually made me mad about that is that Kelly is in counseling talking about how like she thought this could be something, but then immediately Jimmy says, I looked into it and it was nothing. So why are you giving your husband shit for this? Like, why are you with him in the first place? He lost his job. You're taking care of him. His mom treats you like 100% shit, and he does nothing to defend you.
And the brother.
Why are you even with him? Right? And he's trying to tell you what to do. So I'm like, none of this makes sense.
This was like the real life version of Homegirl on TikTok making part 50 of Why the Fuck Did I Get Married?
And
but you know what? But guess what? That's actually entertaining.
By the way, I watched the whole thing.
I'm about to say the difference is that's actually entertaining, right? Even long as fuck, it is long as hell. You know, I recommend you guys, even guys, because I'm a guy, right? I only watch it because my wife started watching it. And I gotta say, at halftime, I'm like, what's part 12? Part 12, what's going on?
Yes.
All the crazy that was going on, Tyler Perry should have took notes, right? Because even some of that stuff I thought was much better than what we got.
Much better than shit.
I'm just saying.
Dante asking real questions. How the hell is he able to live in the fucking crime scene? Like that, the cops keep on showing up. Where are the cops? Where are the cops? Like, you're supposed to have the lead detective who's like, you were there. This is how we found the bone fragments or whatever the fuck. Like, where is the basic law enforcement? Like, every episode of Law and Order has this. Fucking Murder, She Wrote has this. This is not hard. Fucking anyway. Loving seeing Veronica Harrington from Have to Have Nots in the movie. She meant nothing. It was beautiful.
Who is this we talking about?
She was the art curator that was the only person in the city selling his
paintings. The older woman that he slept with that kind of gave him his start. That lady.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I liked her, even though they did, like you said, they did nothing with her character.
So when she's the actress to play Veronica Harrington on the Have and Have Nots, and again, she's a great actress, and she's very consistent in her type of character. Tyler Perry wrote for her, but I'm like, when she gave the specific description of, I was in a bad relationship, we did the sip and paint, I gave him the ass, I was like, she's watching. She's the one that killed old girl. She is the one, because like who recorded the video? Who made her record that video? How did you even get the video? So I was like, it was her. Like, she was a jealous lover, right? I'm the one that got him started. This bitch took my place. And I'm like, oh, all of this is going to get connected. And no, none of it went anywhere. Fuck you, Tyler Perry. Because like, you wasted this woman's time and you wasted our time because it doesn't make any sense. Zaire was Ramsey from of Loving You Is Wrong. I did not know that. I did not watch that show. But
no, Zaire, that actor, he's a really good actor. He was in Moonlight. I'm sorry, Moonlight. He was actually in the Predators movie oh, really? He's actually a really good actor. I think he was nominated for Moonlight. Matter of fact, and he played Mike Tyson in that was called Mike. I think it's just called Mike. Really good. He's a good actor. But in this film, he was just like so meh. You know what I mean? He was so monotone. You know. He was the dark like lover that every woman wants but can't. He was the bad boy. Like, he did a good job playing the bad boy because that's all he was supposed to be. Because as soon as he showed up in her office and he was like, "Open your damn phone," and she was like, "You say my drawers?" No, I said your phone on my phone. She was ready to fuck that day, bro. Like I don't know if that was supposed to be on purpose, but she was ready to fuck that day. And I was like, but she was like, "Here's my phone. Stop it. Don't tell me what to do, but I like it." I was like, what? Because your husband tells you what to do, and you pulled out, well, which bill are you paying? Oh, none? Then you shut the fuck up. And I was like, so you obviously don't like when a man tells you what to do, because your husband was doing that, even though he don't have no job. I was like, I don't understand. How crazy is it that this man, I mean, he's a womanizer, but he's not really good at it. And what I mean by that is in the sense that, like, this fool, like, he just puts paintings on top of the other paintings.
Yo!
Like, this dude, like, after you move on, you don't just dispose of it just in case, I don't know, a woman gets snooped. yo, let's be real. A random woman just sleeps in your room
Well,
with
go through
yo,
your
she might get a
shit.
little Snoopy. You Snoop, like you're just not going to take any of that
Yes.
stuff off. You're gonna
Yes.
keep all of that, especially the one. But how do you say, "I hate you, bitch"? Like all that stuff.
Because
Like
he's a typical male who doesn't think like
Bad,
what
right?
the
That's
way women think. Women
Yeah.
snoop, men don't usually snoop and do all that kind of stuff. He and he wasn't thinking like that. Women are the ones who would be like, "Oh, let me take these paintings down because he might, you know." And the guy's probably not going to do it, but we're thinking they may do it because we would do it, right? So
it was
Like,
clumsy. The paintings of the women as I slept with were beautiful. They were beautiful paintings, but that scene
they were.
that was a classic woman scene though, where she somehow thinks she's the first. Like you think you the first one he fucked on paint into a portrait of, and she's like, "Oh my god!" That's what
why
she
did
was
she
mad
get
about.
hurt?
There were
Why was
1,
she?
2, 3, 4 bitches between her and the victim, and that's what she was mad about. And I'm like, of course you ain't the first. Of course you ain't even the fifth. Like that's what she was upset about.
That was the thing that hurt that kind of hurt me as far as like her character the most is that you guys made her basically essentially a dumb blonde in the sense that
Yeah.
like she knew from the very beginning. Not only that, like this dude's suspected of murder for one, right? Like come on now, like so obviously you're already breaking number one as far as messing with your client for one, right? And then he's suspected of murder. You know this dude took you to a freaking sex club, right?
Yo,
You know this nigga's dick is all kinds of
Wait
messy,
a minute.
right?
So in
Like-
that part, Chris, okay.
What's
So
that?
I understand that people go to sex clubs, whatever.
Sure.
What was the point in taking her following him to the other side of the building to the sex club? I was
To
like,
loosen her up. Apparently, it worked the following date. I guess it
Well,
was to loosen her up. I guess I don't know.
to tie both your points together. If said white girl was the one in the club, because he said I wanted to dance. That's what he said. I wanted to dance and I don't want to be seen. If he would have followed found the white girl, started dancing with her, and we saw her in the club, then when we see them fucking, we go, oh, that's like we can put these two things together, right?
But
like
she was just a neighbor. Did you hear her words? She said, "Hi, I'm Carrie." All robotic, like, "Hi, I live next door."
Well, also,
like
the sex
yeah, she
club
was a
is also
neighbor. She was
next
just a
door.
neighbor.
The
wait,
sex
what did
club
she
is
say,
also
Chris? Say it
next
again.
door.
Hi, I'm Carrie. It was like she was like a realistic AI program. That's what she was.
She was.
She was like a fembot. It was weird. It was just like
She's like,
so like, "Hey, okay," and then it's like she's riding him, and she's like, "Oh, she's next," and then she just like slowly gets up, like what the hell? No, but she clearly said she lives next door.
But so is the sex club. I'm just saying, like, if they would have been like, hey, we meet up every once in a while since we both live near a sex club, it was just terrible. Yeah. I knew the mother-in-law didn't have cancer at all from the beginning. She didn't look sick at all. I mean,
I just thought that was just bad makeup and just bad, and then she just did bad acting. To your point, Tracy,
it's just Tyler Perry. So you gotta let slide. You gotta be
right. Yeah.
Just saying.
That was bad.
We got Jamani's like, how did Mia get access to all the evidence before she ever agreed to take the case? So we're introduced or we were introduced to the PI. Again, Jamani, we're missing basic law enforcement shit. Like again, like evidence, probable cause, like motive, like when did this murder even take place? We don't even get a reenactment. Like this is how we think it happened, so we can see the victim, so we can be like, oh, he beat it. And again, why is so much effort put? Why was the investigation looking to the last woman he fucked? Like, why was that the evidence? Some woman said you made her choke. Well, because I got a big dick. Some woman said that there's nothing is deeper enough. I'm like, so again, I got a big dick. I thought that was already understood. That's all I got from this from this interview of like, wow, you can put it down. Yes, I can. And I didn't kill her. Who was giving this? Who was interviewed? We don't even know the woman that was interviewed. It wasn't Veronica Harrington. It wasn't her because she said he was never violent with me. So I'm like, what was the point of any of that?
Oh. I forgot. I have another positive. One other positive.
Please.
I did actually like when they brought. No. Actually, when I say it, you'll be like, oh yeah, all right. Was in the beginning with the whole husband not understanding how to use the Bluetooth and how that kind of came back around. She hit the
yeah.
I like that moment. The part I hated though in that same freaking scene is this damn girl decides to pull the damn steering wheel into a freaking semi, right? Thinking that was a good idea.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
No, like there's so many other options. You could just open up the door, because anytime you open up the door that's made after 2002, the door, even if it's locked, it will unlock.
What about
unless
you
you got
could have
childproof.
pulled the brake in the middle of the car?
Something, or just roll out the damn passenger side. Don't go head on with a semi ever. Like
him and his mama got killed on top of cars. Like
I didn't know we were watching. This is like Get Out. This reminded me of Get Out a little bit. Like
that reminded me of an old 80s action movie. Actually, I want to say Action Jackson, when he jumped on the hood and he was like, and he was trying to fight. I was like, the way the mama was holding on, I was like, this is an old action movie.
Well, let me ask, how was it? Okay, let's be realistic, right? And I say realistic, but like the fact that the brother-in-law was the one that was arrested, right? What's to stop him to be like, oh no, it was that heifer? Like, why was it that he got arrested? And so, like, what was it that he was the one arrested and not Kelly Rowland? Because I would have definitely been like, he killed my mother. He did all, because all the evidence pointed towards her.
Right. Well, she did. She killed the mom and she killed the brother. Like, these are facts. Like so what
he didn't stab his own wife. He didn't do none of that. I mean, granted, his mom did, but why? I mean, like, what was it about Kelly Rowland's character that like the cops believed?
Off camera.
You know what I mean?
Off camera. She recorded somehow. She recorded the whole confession somehow, and they should have played that and then in court anyway. Well, at least Tyler Perry cast actual brothers to play brothers in the movie, so that was Charles. That actually are brothers.
Oh, they were like brothers.
Yeah. So somebody said that too. Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh, that's dope. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Mia screams to Zaire to start the elevator after her and the PI took the stairs. We talked about that. And she couldn't even take the stairs again. Well, actually, it was him. Jimmy said this elevator is scary or suspect as fuck or whatever. I want to take the stairs. So he's the one that took the stairs. Yeah. So it didn't make no damn sense. Watching him sex and Carrie and let him do her was dirty as hell. We talked about that. I mean, this dick swinging. I mean, I was like, are you gonna watch that thing or something? Like, I was like, oh damn it. I was like, girl, you nasty.
If you would have said, I'll be right back, I'll be right back. I would have been like, okay, maybe he went in the bathroom and washed it off and came back.
And well, again, it wasn't
his idea. It should have been her saying, let's go to the shower. Because she's the one that initiated her interaction, the sex thing. He was like, the penis is there for whoever. So it should have been her to be like, let's get into the shower. But Kelly was like, let's get on the paint. So I don't know. Why did he get on the motorcycle just to turn around and end up back in the loft?
I had that question too. What was that about? I thought he was taking her home. It's like a scene's missing. That's what I thought.
At some point, she said, "Take me back." At some point, she was like, "I don't want to be home. Let's just spend some time together." And then,
Writer's strike, maybe.
What's up, Chris?
Writer's strike or something? Is that
he is the writer? Tyler Perry's the writer. I thought P.I. Jimmy wanted Mia for himself. Me too, and was saying Kyle up. That would have been good too. That would have been a great storyline. Yeah. But anyway, again, I say the mother-in-law should have been the victim, or Gemma should have been the victim. Like those two would have made sense, and then somehow Kelly Rowland's character is blamed for either one.
Right. I personally think, I mean, I feel like anytime. Well, granted, I haven't watched a lot of the Tyler Perry TV shows like you guys, but from what I remember just watching like some of the Tyler Perry movies though, is like, especially when it comes to some of his like the white characters and whatnot, he kind of does them a little dirty too. You know what I mean? But then I keep remembering like where he started from, right? And then I remember like when he did like The Family That Prays, and that white dude, the white husband was a piece of shit. But then the mother, Kathy Bates' character, she was freaking amazing. Matter of fact, that movie is awesome. And if I remember correctly, weren't they lawyers as well? I don't know what happened from that movie, which I find, and that's the thing, I am so critical when it comes to Tyler Perry. There's a reason why I don't review with you guys these TV shows when it comes to Tyler Perry, because after 18 different Medea stuff, I'm like, man, I'm good. It's like, oh, Medea's not even. I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? But the family that prays, that movie, I would
That was a
say
good movie.
that's amazing. Not even good. I would say it's amazing. I would say that's good. Daddy's Little Girl's good. He has a lot of good movies, right? And then so even with this one, like, granted, I will say part of the reason why I decided to do this review too, because I haven't been here in a while too. So I was like, all right, let me be part of some sort of discussion. But I was also like, yo, Kelly Rowland, I haven't seen her since Freddy vs. Jason. So I was like, all right, let me see what's up with her, And I
Well,
was like,
see, she
damn.
does like Lifetime movies.
Oh, now I guess
She does a lot of Lifetime movies, or she'll do Netflix like Christmas movies. So she's
she did that with Justin Timberlake. Was that Justin Timberlake or some shit? Like she just did one like last year. I remember she said that.
Oh,
Jamani,
both singing?
Sex club rules don't apply at home. Mia should have stayed at the sex club for condoms and wipes. There you go, Jamani. Next time you go to a sex club, make sure you take care of that. My bad. That random sex club was crazy as fuck. I didn't know what Tyler Perry was trying to work out with himself. I don't know. I mean, it didn't do nothing. It didn't do anything. Like I was looking around, like some of this is gonna matter. Like maybe Mia was gonna see her brother-in-law or her husband, and like someone
or her best friend, somebody,
or Crooked Letter. Crooked Letter was gonna be there getting it in, like and being painted, like or something. So when she was pulling back the paintings, I was like, "Where's Mississippi? Where's Mississippi?"
You already onto that, huh?
Oh yeah. As soon as the husband said, the brother-in-law said, "Hey, my wife bought 2 paintings, and I don't understand why." I was like, "They were fucking."
I missed that line actually.
And that's why I thought she killed the girlfriend. It was a jilted lover. That was my thing. It was a jilted lover, and said lover was trying to set up Zaire for leaving her. That's what I thought. Either Mississippi or and since she's the best friend, that would have been the biggest twist. Or Veronica Harrington. Like I thought one of them was going to be that. And
I guess I was really slow because I mean it caught me off guard, but then I think after seeing that and after hearing that, I was like, oh shit, I should have seen that coming, But
yeah, because with the whole page, Heidi sprayed her and snatched Mia's phone and ran off. I was like, I know she got the phone.
Wait. She took Mia's phone?
According to Blatant Truth.
Okay.
Then we got Kyle was not needed in the revenge plot. Yeah, I don't know why he was even a part of this. And again, divorce, bro. Like there's no reason for y'all even to be together. Like, and after you emasculate him with the whole just pick a bill, any bill. Oh, you can't? Then shut the fuck up. Like, and then she's apologizing. Kid, just stay with me, please. Don't leave me. Like, you don't need this dude. Like, he's a liability. Like, none of this makes sense unless you got kids.
There are women that are like that who stay and they know they shouldn't stay, but they love their husband and they stay anyway. Eventually they work it out, but as far as they come to common sense finally kicks in after a couple of years, usually. But
Kim, it's not like they had kids to necessarily hang on to.
It doesn't matter. Some women do stay because they love.
I understand that, but what her character, what was the one line that she said to Zaire? When Zaire was trying to seduce her, that says, "They ain't gonna work on me. I'm a very strong woman." Blah 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 blah. So by her definition,
but no. But she said that just to say she wasn't. Obviously, she was not.
She wanted to give up those draws, Chris. At that point, she was ready to fuck. I mean, she was already ready to fuck when she met him. Oh, I love the fact when she was talking. Oh fuck! Wait.
You talking about with another?
No. Zaire was like, you want me. Just say you want me. What? Just say you want me. I need my lawyer to defend me to want me. No, you need your lawyer to defend you to believe you. That's what you need. But you're like, you want this dick. And she was like, maybe I do. But I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm glad he don't do well with court stuff, like court scene shit. Like that's not his thing. So I'm glad they didn't take it that far. But Jimmy should have broke to solve the mystery that this woman's still alive or something. I don't understand. Y'all should review Risa Tisa. What's that?
Oh yeah, no. That's the girl. That's the girl who did the whole the 50-part TikTok.
The 50-part.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. No. David. All right. Okay. All right. It was just Terry. Let me ask you this. I would guarantee you Terry knows about this. All right.
I'm gonna ask her. Hey, babe. Babe. I didn't
She's
actually.
probably watching it right now. That's why she probably can't hear you.
No, she's on the Patriots right now. She's watching that dynasty shit.
Okay.
Mia should have been disbarred for allowing her husband able to over the shoulder read. The case. Even though Mia in the case file was prior to accepting the case. I mean, again, there's so many other things. I hear you, but there's a lot of other things wrong with this.
I was going to say, like, that's the least of the crazy.
That's the least amount of legal problems going on here. Like, discovery, again, just like, what evidence do you have against my client? Where is the body? We don't get, how did he get bail? Like, who's the lawyer that got him bail? Like, you got accused of murder and everybody hates you. Whoa. Why are the women protesting outside the art studio and not his actual house?
Yes.
Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, he never.
I did not even think about that, but yes, wow. I don't understand that, and to the point with the scene with the judge meeting with both lawyers, he gives them the option like, should you guys recuse yourself? What, nigga, you ain't supposed to be asking these questions. You guys should be like, yo, this can't go on. Like, you guys are in-laws. This is like,
judge.
This can't
you
happen.
tell them. You don't ask them.
Yeah, you don't ask them what the hell. Like, you know what I mean? So, Jamani, that's the part. Yeah, you really should be like, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, that's
God, every time a Tyler Perry movie gets to the end with all the fights, I just start laughing. It's like Monique running in the last movie. Remember? I love that movie.
Oh, is that Wicked movie?
Yo, I was Get Out, bro. She was like, I mean, I was like, Lee Daniels was like, girl, this is how we make up. I'm going to let you embarrass yourself. Like, it was that shit was hilarious. I would watch that movie again. It tickled me. It tickled me so much.
Yeah.
The last half hour when it picked up at the pace. Yeah, you're right. And the movie turned into a horror comedy.
It was like a bootleg Get Out. It was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. With the white mama too, it just turned into like the whole family just turned on her. Like, I was like, they're all gonna kill you. Like, this is some kind of ritual thing or something. I was waiting for Gemma to come out somewhere and be like, I'm gonna take your place, and people are gonna think I'm you. How's that even possible? I was like, I don't even know. Like,
I don't know, but I saw in the Jordan Peele film. I mean, you know,
I know, right? She's gonna be like, I'm gonna cut off your face and wear it. Like, is that a thing? It's like, it is now. I was like, this is Tyler Perry can do anything. Yeah. The actors playing brothers are actually, we did go.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That was when I came late on.
The best acting came from Veronica Harrington talking to Mia at the art gallery. We just love Veronica Harrington, and she was like, "Fuck y'all."
You know, what's so funny. So for me, who never seen her before, I thought she was really dope, even with the whole, like you said, like the whole fuck you thing.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I actually low-key wanted to see more of her. I had no idea who she was. So like that scene from someone who's not even familiar with her, you know, that was like I thought that was legit, you know what I mean? But like this other stuff that you just throw on. I don't know. Oh, one thing we were talking about before like we started filming. Kelly Rowland. Again, you said she did Lifetime stuff. The last film I actually saw her, like I said again, was when I was in high school when Freddy vs. Jason came out.
Wow.
But she was terrible, and I get it. It was the first film and all this other stuff, and she's made leaps and bounds since then. You know what I mean? Yeah. But my thing is like, where does she go from here? Does she like you kind of? I think you said off camera like maybe she should team up with Beyonce to do another country album.
I was like,
I mean, she's not a bad actress. She's not. She's
no, but
like,
no, you're right.
I mean, she's been in a lot of stuff. If you look at her IMDb, you'll see she's been in a lot of stuff. Yeah. So she's not bad. The script for this movie was not the best script. Yeah, okay, her acting was not bad in this movie. It's just you gotta work with what you get. And Tyler Perry's direction is what she's given to work with, right? Yeah. And his words. And if those are not good, then she's not going to be good, right? Yeah. So she did the best she could with a terrible script.
Right.
No actor could have saved this script. Like it just like from a murder thriller.
It
was a failure. It was a failure.
Missing like huge chunks of dialogue and story, and
it was too much painting. It was too much sense. It didn't make a lot of sense. Like both talking and doing that. I'm like, this is 2 hours. Like, where did the time go? Like this whole my mother-in-law is a bitch. Like none of that is necessary. None of it. Like
yeah, I mean, just the whole. Just
you can have the mom is a bit the mother doesn't like you. There's a lot of mother-in-laws who don't like their daughter-in-law.
but Kim, that was overkill.
Can we have a reason why? Like, what did she ever do?
I don't know. She was kind of overkill. Like the first 10 minutes were her like telling John was like, "I wish you were my daughter-in-law." Like,
yeah,
I'm like, who says that? Who talks like that?
Yeah,
you know
it's unrealistic. Like it just
no. There are mother-in-laws who have said stuff directly to their daughter-in-laws. Like, I don't like you. He should have married the other girl that he was engaged to.
Kim, I don't know any other time when you're in a group of 8 other people, and then you just say, unless you're in the middle of a huge fight, and then out of nowhere just says that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, and I'm not gonna
Kim,
say
it was even more. Kim,
but
let me tell you
how actually happened in my presence, like at least 3 times. So it does happen.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what makes it even more unrealistic about that scene is that it was a white woman thought she could have the audacity to tell this to a black woman and to her face like that without thinking that you ain't going to get her wig split. Like, you know what I mean? Like that to me, I was like, oh, that's the most unrealistic shit. Like this white girl had the audacity to say this to a black woman. No, actually, 2 black women in front of 2 black women. You know what I mean?
Well, the other one wasn't the target of said, but I'm saying too. Either whether race aside, like this that should have been the argument between Mia and her husband. Like the fact that didn't like that's not the point of the counseling. That's not what they don't break them up. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they could have made the mom the victim, and that would have made all that made sense, and all that would have came together. But she was just annoying, for no reason, and then the whole get out thing at the end. It was missing her defense to the case. It was missing the case.
I was like, there was no case.
There was no case. There was no proof that he did anything or anything even actually happened. Tyler Perry needs to bring Veronica to the Victoria's cousin. I would love that. Anyway, come on. I'm done with this. I'm gonna go get something to eat. All right, Chris. Any last words?
Man, as crazy as this and as crazy as this film was, I can now see why y'all be doing stuff like this as far as like even movies. Like usually I try to stay away when these when David, Stacy, Jamani, and Kim do movies based off of this. I usually kind of stay far away. You know what I mean? But after watching this, I was like, you know what? I don't know. This is kind of hitting all for the wrong reasons, but I can, yeah. So, I will never watch this ever again. But oddly enough, I'm kind of interested for the next Tyler Perry movie. I can't believe I'm saying that shit. You know what I mean? As long as Medea's not in it, if Medea's in it, I'm not watching it. All right, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I mean, check it out if you guys want to laugh. So other than that, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. And I will see you guys soon, depending on whenever my baby boy gets here. So
that's right. Congratulations, Chris.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Whoop. All right, Kim. The floor is yours. Anything else?
No, like again, I'm just gonna say Kelly Rowland didn't do anything wrong on this. Her acting was up to par. There was nothing wrong with it. Everybody's acting was fine except for the mother. The mother's acting was over the top and it was annoying and it was out of place. It was, even if you don't like your daughter-in-law, you still do not conduct yourself in that manner. It's ridiculous. So I thought Tyler Perry just didn't write her the way he should have. So but I mean the whole movie was like all over the place and it was
not written the way it should have.
Exactly. Chunks and chunks of a story. I'm like,
substance was just not there.
It just wasn't there, right? So, but it had nothing to do with the actors. They were all good.
Yeah.
Anywho, except for the mother. Anyway, so thank you, chat. We love you. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video is coming. And we are trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by my birthday, June 19th. So please share the video with as many people as you can. Thank you for your time today, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye, guys.
Thank you. As she said, 2000 by Juneteenth, we will get there. Stacey is always part of the crew. She had to be virtual this time. Chris, come to the dark side and hang out with us as we do Tyler Perry silliness. Even we have limits when it comes to Mr. Perry. We do have limits, but this, I was happy I watched it. It was entertaining. Again, reminded me of that kind of like Basic Instinct, body of evidence type of thing. Tyler Perry made an effort to get out of his comfort zone. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, we will not be here tomorrow. So we will be back next weekend. And we will at least do BMF. We got BMF season 3, episode 1 next Saturday. I think Stacey and I are gonna do the Oval at some point. Go Kim. That's why we pay her the big bucks. So at some point, Stacey and I are gonna do the Oval next weekend. So we got some Tyler Perry there, and Ruthless. We got Oval and Ruthless probably next Sunday. For those, if Stacey's available, we'll figure that out. The Johnsons, we might do that. It was on Bounce TV. We might do that by season. I'm gonna look into that. Oh, Chris, we got Shogun. Shogun starts on the 27th. So I want to do that. And then we got Perimeter. Perimeter starts on BET Plus sometime this week. Has a BMF type feel to it. Atlanta-based drug dealing. Imagine that. In 1992. So we're gonna want to check that out. So we still got content coming for you. So until next time, my friends, I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoyed the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You'll be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go ahead?
Oh shit.
Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just going to end this broadcast and say bye.